中国有句古话叫做饭饱思淫欲，与接下来齐泽克对话项标时提到他所写的剩余享乐 The surplus of enjoyment 竟然有一定的相似性。人在解决了温饱问题过后，产生了娱乐需求和过剩的享乐资源，这种过剩的产能甚至让人无形中陷入到了享乐于人之为义务的窘境。除此之外，中国还有一句古话万恶淫为首，乍一听你会说你怎么又在讲性？
我谈性色变了。
其实是在说万事万物切莫过度，过了度就会触发反效果。这个反效果有时候类似西方思想中常提到的 paradox 悖论，这里齐泽克用世人看上去恶俗的、粗鄙的 vulgar obscene 例子，讲透享乐如何之于现代人成为一种超我的伪道德禁令，揭掉现代人假装正经的遮羞布，直面现实精神分析。我非常佩服齐泽克的坦诚，这才是当代社科学者应有的气度。那么我们一起听听他怎么说剩余享乐这个概念的。
To what I call surplus enjoyment. I think that human basic psychological stance is much more paradoxical, self-sabotaging. What we officially want is part of the pleasure. Not only this, but pleasure itself, or even sexual enjoyment, it more and more becomes a superego pseudo-moral injunction order. Imagine a family is for a long time preparing, it happened to me when I was young, a big holiday, and then when you arrive there, the weather is bad, you cannot enjoy, and then father or a figure of authority tells you, we spent so much time preparing this, now you have to enjoy, you know. That's our reality today. It's a beautiful paradox because at least in the West, but as far as I know also in China, for example, sexuality is getting more and more permissive. But the result is paradoxical. It's not that you can freely enjoy it. No, sexuality gets more and more as an obligation. You feel guilty, not as in old times for illicit sexuality, you feel guilty for not enjoying.
这里会比较绕，稍微解释一下，人不再因为性压抑后无法享受而感到罪恶，或者突破羞耻感而感到快乐。相反的，人会为了享乐而被迫享乐，也就是把享乐当成义务。人会因为无法享乐而感到罪恶。
Other big paradox in the West. They say permissivity you can do, that's not my view, with 5 people at the same time, with animals, whatever you want. But at the same time, sexuality is so much regulated by so-called politically correct rules. Yes, I can do it with dogs, with cows, whatever you want. But if I treat another human being slightly in a wrong way, touch him or her in a way which is not allowed, I am instantly excluded, cancelled, pronounced guilty. So isn't this a beautiful paradox? What appears absolute permissivity gets caught in a whole series of prohibitions.
表面上的绝对宽容，实际上却是道德禁令。这也就解释了为什么如今市面上出现了那么多钓鱼、把妹、泡妞技巧营销教学。
Series of prohibitions. So let me not talk too long. The basic paradox is this one. Let's say you have some basic desire, which is prohibited. But then, all of a sudden, you start to enjoy the prohibition itself. This is what obsessional neurotics do. They don't dare to realize their desire, but they enjoy the very rituals of prohibiting that stage the punishment for their desire. So again, enjoy is today not a call for liberation. Enjoy is another strong superego injunction. So our goal today, and this is subtly connected with what my friend Biao already hinted at. Today, our fight should not be enjoy without obstacles and so on. It should be you are not obliged to enjoy. This doesn't prohibit enjoyment. It just says you don't have to be obliged to enjoy. Where are here paradoxes? Now comes a problematic part, and I will soon.
总结为一句话：享乐不是问题，但是我们不该视享乐为义务，更不该视性为狩猎的谈资，而迫使自己去享乐，否则我们有可能扼杀自己的情欲流动，沦为被系统规训的工具人。如果你不同意，就听个乐呵，当我没说。